And people living in the sister towers are really concerned about the safety of their buildings.
The mayor of Surfside announcing voluntary relocation plans, and Local 10's Alex Finney joins us live to explain. Alex.
Well, Christy and Janice, we know that inspectors were actually on site yesterday doing that initial inspection of the north and east towers. You can see those buildings directly behind me here, which both, as you said, they're under voluntary evacuations at this point. Now, the mayor did say that with the assistance from FEMA, you have other organizations and donations, they have been able to set up temporary housing for those that do choose to evacuate. But here's the big takeaway here. We are waiting for tomorrow. That's when the owners will be bringing in their own engineering firm to do a full review of those towers. The tragic collapse of Champlain Tower South has brought all of this into greater focus because it's not just that tower that is creating panic and worry. There's also the north and east towers as well.
If you ask me if I wanted to spend the night in that building, I wouldn't be willing to do that.
Surfside Mayor Charles Burkett met with the condo associations for the east and north towers over the weekend. This comes as inspectors were seen out at the sites yesterday. Here's what we learned.
Nothing really significant jumped out at them. But, the big but, they said that, that's just a cursory review. And on Tuesday, the owners of that building are bringing in an engineering firm to do a top to bottom forensic sort of study on that, and they're going to use the x-rays and the ground penetrating radar, and I think we're going to have some good answers.
The North Tower was built the same year as the South, 1981. The East Tower a little more than 10 years later, 1994. All the Champlain Towers are in the same vicinity, built by the same developer. FEMA has also agreed to step in to assist with temporary housing for those that do choose to evacuate. Okay, so back out live, the Champlain Tower North is set for its 40-year inspection next year. So keep in mind what's already been announced, that upcoming audit on buildings at or approaching their 40-year review. Coming up at 4:30, we actually spoke with some people who actually live in these towers here. We're going to hear from them in terms of how they feel about staying, those that are choosing to go. All of that's still up in the air for some of these residents at this point, but nonetheless, safety is the priority here. So you heard the mayor there and what he suggested at this point. That's the very latest live in Surfside. Alex Finney, Local 10 News.
And Alex, we can certainly understand their fears and concerns, but any idea if they're getting assistance on where they can go if they are choosing to voluntarily evacuate the building?
So what we do know, and the mayor was saying this, is that we have now FEMA that is in the mix here, as well as the other organizations. It seems as though, from what we heard, some people are going to a Marriott hotel. I'm not quite sure exactly where that hotel is. I'm guessing it's probably somewhere in the general vicinity, but all of that, of course, is still being worked out at this time. Janice.
All right, Alex, thank you for that update.